Hi, how you doing? Welcome to a different kind of video, one that is going to probably hurt my soul and get rid of a lot of brain cells. Just to preface this, if you are under the age of like 13, please do not watch the rest of this video. I'm not going to be swearing or anything, but this is not suitable for that kind of audience. This is a deep dive into like religious type topics and stuff like that. But there are a lot of different viewpoints on this planet, and some of them are kind of stupid. I don't want to say kinda because they're stupid. The people that I'm going to be looking at are either willfully ignorant or they are being malicious with how they present topics. I am not a scientist in any way, shape, or form. I am a college student that has a love for science and can do reading that apparently these three can't. Got it? Got it. Great. I was looking around on YouTube and this came in my recommended. It is called People's Reaction to Three of Evolution's Craziest Theories. It's by young Earth creationists. If you don't know what they are people that believe in a literal interpretation of Genesis in the Christian Bible. I don't know which version because they kind of jump around, but they believe in a literal reading where a lot of Christians don't. But they do. They believe the Earth is 6,000 years old, give or take, and that everyone that peddles science is lying to you and so that they can get money. We kind of want to know where we came from. That kind of helps. That kind of helps us, doesn't it? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Okay. I'm going to stop stalling and we're going to watch. We got Matt Powell. I got a video on him coming eventually. Oh my lord, and then I don't remember who these two are, but they'll say.
What's up, guys? This is Damien from Dinosaur Adventureland. I'm here with Matt Powell and Mike. We're gonna head out.
I don't know why Matt Powell, is introduced as like his entire name, and then we got like Matt and whatever he said his name was.
What's up, guys? This is Damien.
Damien. I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen him before. I know who Matt Powell is. He's the condescending extraordinaire. But enough stalling.
From Dinosaur Adventureland, I'm here with Matt Powell and Mike. We're gonna head out and get the public's opinion on some of these new scientific studies that have been coming out, like dinosaurs farting themselves to death, monkeys surfing over here from Africa, and where our beards came from. So stay tuned, it's gonna be awesome.
Some people are claiming out there that dinosaurs gassed themselves into extinction.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right freaking here. If you would have done a little bit of Google searching, Matt Powell, you would have found that the actual paper that was published in 2012, might I add, doesn't say anything about they gassed themselves to death. It says that the methane they produced contributed to a already heating up climate due to volcanic eruptions and whatnot. Again, I am a college student that debunked your entire argument in about 30 seconds of research, as any respectable person would do. Not these guys, because they don't have any of the sources linked in their description. I'm going to link sources in my description. But I am going to refrain from insulting anyone in this video more than I already have, because it doesn't help. It never does. It's mostly a knee-jerk reaction whenever I do it. Because, you know, how can you not get frustrated when listening to people straw man an argument?
So they passed so much flatulence that it warmed the environment, and then they died from the global warming.
Okay.
So what's your reaction to something like that?
No, I'm a Christian, so I wouldn't believe that.
You wouldn't believe?
I'm guessing they're in Alabama, because Dinosaur Adventureland is in Alabama. So this lady doesn't surprise me at all.
It? Okay.
What'd you say?
I'll just giggle.
There you go. I like that reaction. I think that's.
Yeah, you like that reaction because you purposefully misrepresented and created a straw man. Like, genuinely, you created a thing that the paper didn't say. Did you get this from Fox News? Did you get this from the Daily Mail? Because those are the only two places that peddled that they gassed themselves to death. Because the actual paper doesn't say that at all. Again, link in the description for the actual 2012 paper.
suitable.
Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? That's that'd be a lot of gas. I mean, there's a lot of them, I guess. It's a possibility, I guess. I guess it's possible.
I like this guy. I like this guy. He understands that he doesn't have the expertise, and then again, neither do I. I'm just a college student that has free time and loves for science again. And I could do a Google search more than these guys.
I mean, I wouldn't personally really know that, but it's a good theory.
Gas themselves. What do you mean?
So they literally farted so much that the methane gas caused enough global warming millions of years ago to make all the dinosaurs go extinct.
Again, I am telling you, the paper does not say that they went extinct because of it. Get it through your thick skull and just admit you didn't read the paper. Please. It'll save me so much time and headache screaming at you about about that you took Fox News at its word. Not dip, Sherlock.
Seems a little far-fetched.
Again, not dip, Sherlock. It's a false narrative. I have linked the paper down in the description. Read it, please. Like, genuinely, just read the abstract or the summary. They're both there.
Totally false, man. Totally false. Misinformation. Yeah.
That's not even information.
We just wanted to get some reactions to that. We got Fox News here saying dinosaurs gas themselves into
I called it.
extinction. Daily Mail did.
I called it. I called it. I freaking called it, man.
Dinosaurs cause climate change through their flatulence.
It's not that far-fetched when you actually read the paper.
So, I
But
don't
we're
know.
all passing gas.
Exactly.
Is it a problem? Maybe all of us is the problem because we're all passing gas. We may not be doing it at the same time, but spontaneously, but we're all passing gas.
Right.
We could be passing gas right now.
You got some Daily Mail, News Sound.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on that?
That didn't happen because Genesis tells us that it happened when they died.
Again, Alabama. Not surprising. Oh, boy, we have another creationist that doesn't believe in empirical evidence. Color me surprised. I'm quaking in my boots at this mention of a book that has been translated more times than anyone can count, not to mention it's a derivative of pagan creation stories. Don't believe me? Do the research.
The flood.
So we just want to get people's reaction on that.
He's holding his son like so close. He's like, Jimmy, stay close to me. I don't know what this man is capable of. He looks crazy. Ah.
What do you guys think?
Their reaction is to giggle.
Yeah.
Dinosaur farts may have warmed prehistoric Earth, coming from the BBC and Smithsonian Magazine.
Both of those actually reported it correctly and said that it was a contributing factor along with volcanic eruptions, because at that time, our freaking Earth was a lot more volcanically active.
We're pretty
Yes.
big.
Yeah.
BBC, yeah.
I called it. I called it. I called it. I don't know, man. I called it.
Is this serious?
This is serious. Yeah, you could type in on Google right now when monkeys surfed.
Nothing you say is serious at all. You may think it's serious, but you created a narrative that people in your circle will fall for.
And you'll find that monkeys made a voyage 34 million years ago from Africa to South America.
They're saying that the monkeys surfed over here from Africa because they're trying to explain how did these monkeys get from Africa to the Americas.
I want
Nothing you've said here sounds like that far-fetched. I think we have a misunderstanding of what you mean by surf. Because monkeys floated on debris and Earth to get here. It's not a matter of if you believe me or not. It's been proven by people far smarter than me. If you take a quick Google search and look at the currents of the Atlantic Ocean, right here somewhere, you'll see it's not that bad. You'll see like the Atlantic has some pretty decent currents that go from Africa to South America. But seriously, man, have you done any reading on this? Of course he hasn't, because he would figure out that he's every shade of wrong that he ever could be.
Wondered what you thought of that. Do you think that it's plausible that monkeys would have surfed 800 miles, 900 miles from Africa to South America 34 million years ago?
No.
No?
And why don't you believe that? It's not like a colony of monkeys decided to do that. It was probably one or two at a time that accidentally got stuck on some debris and floated out to sea because of the currents in Africa.
Why not?
Well, because I don't think anybody could surf from Africa that far. Anyway.
Because that's not the kind of surf we're talking about here, ma'am. We're not talking about the, whoa, dude, check how high I can surf, man. It's more of riding the currents on debris. It's not that hard to understand. It's really not.
On the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's far. Okay, but I don't think they did that.
Yes, because you don't understand that they're not talking about the surf that you think they are.
My bad. I thought it was. What you think, I don't know. I don't think they would come from their natural habitat to say, you know what, let's just go across the ocean and see what's.
You're right, they wouldn't. It was an accident. That's why you don't see colonies of monkeys doing that. You see one or two at a time in a group in South America. Look it up. I have the sources in the description too.
Going on.
Wow. I don't know. That's all I can say. Wow, yeah. I mean, that's a good one. You know.
For me to believe, like, oh, that ain't hard for me to believe. I can't.
I can't tell if he's smoking a cigarette or he is extremely high right now. But they don't seem in the best mind to be answering these questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna pass on that one
Yeah,
too?
I'm gonna pass on that.
All right.
Let me guess, it's science, right?
Right, yeah.
This science, as you say, lets you live with the luxuries you have. They gave you those headphones that you have around your neck and spit in the face of the people that came before you, buddy. Just because you think that the facts can be believed or not doesn't make them any less true. Come to critical thinking land. It's pretty fun over here.
Exactly. Trust the experts.
Tell these people who are doing these things to start dealing with issues and not all this gobbledygoo about nothing.
So the people that want to understand where we came from should stop that? No. I don't want them to stop. I like knowing things better.
Yeah, no, I mean, come on.
Somebody actually thinks that?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Right. All right.
Yeah. I'm just playing around, you know.
That seems pretty implausible.
Yeah, I don't know if monkeys can surf.
I don't know.
Again, fundamental misunderstanding about the word surf in this context.
I've never seen it. If I saw it, maybe that would change my opinion, but
That's a lot.
I won't rack on them too hard, but that is a very odd way of looking at that. Just, that doesn't seem right. It's kind of irrelevant when you're talking about facts. We have the scientific method for a reason. And this is one hypothesis for how they crossed. And they did cross. It's a matter of how, not if.
Long way to surf, too. Never seen a man surf that long.
No dip, Sherlock, because it's not the kind of surf you're thinking about.
I don't know if a monkey could. I'm very skeptical on that one.
Skeptical, yeah, me too.
Even though it's in Smithsonian Magazine.
And some of the other ones that are now concluding is that millions of years ago, when we were primates, that we were punched in the face so much that this is where our beards came from. That we evolved beards as a cushion.
Bull on that one as well.
But we have ways of testing this, though. We can only speculate why we have beards, but it is testable. In fact, in the description, you will find a study that they did do a test with a beard analog. It absorbed 30% more damage than non-beard stand-ins.
I have hit a few guys in the mouth, and their beards did grow immediately. It's just right. You have to do it here.
Well, I don't grow no hair, and if you notice, there's several boxers don't have hair when they fight, and they.
Not dip, Sherlock, because we can shave. It's a choice to have a beard now, but back then it was probably a survival advantage. Like, that says nothing about the validity of the science and the studies that we have done. At all.
Take plenty of punches in the chin, so, and you know what I mean? So, I would squash that theory.
Okay, buddy.
Everybody has an opinion, right?
It's not an opinion, it's an observation based on testable facts.
Because when we were primates, we punched each other so much and we fought so hard that natural selection had to create a cushion in our face. So,
I don't know why it's so hard to believe. The males that survived to reproduce tended to have beards, and therefore they passed that trait down through the generations. Whether this is false or true, it's a hypothesis that can be tested. We can't ever know why a gene developed. We can only speculate why they may have survived to pass it on. I don't understand why you don't understand. I don't get it. Wrong button.
it's what they're saying.
It's gotta be Laffy Taffy jokes. I think if it's big enough, it would kind of take some of the shock off that punch, but I don't know about if it was made for that.
When we were primates, we fought so much and so hard that natural selection had to create a beard in our face.
The line about created beards is a little bit misleading. Natural selection doesn't have a consciousness, nor did it have a plan. It just happened. No two ways about it. They survived, the ones with beards. The ones without beards didn't. It's all a hypothesis based on facts we can't repeatably test.
I wondered what you thought of that.
No. Just no. Can I just say no to all of this?
Let's be honest, it sounds ridiculous because it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Only to you, people who think a god that killed millions of people and ordered the deaths of millions more is merciful and loving in any way, shape, or form. I don't know, man. I'm not the one sounding ridiculous here. Still haven't figured out the heat problem to that flood of yours, now have you?
We're also Christians.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to go to Dinosaur Adventureland. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's up in Repton, Alabama.
Not surprising. Not judging anyone based on their looks. I am judging her based on her mannerisms. She seems like a Karen.
Have you ever been?
I work
You
there.
do?
Yes.
Oh.
Of course there. Of course. Of course.
In fact.
Kent Hovind married my husband and I.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Oh my.
That's alarming.
My goodness.
That's awesome.
It is such a small world.
Such a small world, but
Wait, does that mean Kent Hovind is ordained? Oh, well, he's a pastor, of course. He would probably be ordained.
I gotta go back to work because I only have a 15-minute break. I
All
love
right.
Jesus. Amen.
And then I have one more. They say that squids hitched a ride here on asteroids.
You're making it sound like fully formed squids hitched a ride on asteroids. It actually, the paper, which I'm pretty sure is false because I looked at the people and read the paper, and they seem to make a lot of jumps in logic between like the genetics of like a cuttlefish and a squid. And there's not a single zoologist on the authors list. But their hypothesis is that alien retroviruses, which are like little viruses that have bits of code that implant themselves into our DNA. Look those up. A couple YouTubers have done amazing videos on retroviruses, but it says that it crashed. Asteroid with retroviruses crashed onto our planet and implanted themselves into the genomes of squids at the time. It's a hypothesis, and it's still hotly debated. It's not accepted. It's really not at all yet. Probably won't be, because, again, for the stated reasons. I can't use my words when this man is being so stupid. You people think that we just find ideas and stick to them come hell or high water. But guess what? we're open to being proved wrong. Seriously, we are. That's the entire field of science. It's about building off of each other's work in a way we can get some semblance more of understanding than we currently have. Maybe it's false. Probably is. Again, there was not a single zoologist on that paper, and a lot of people are calling out some errors that they made in leaps of logic. Unlike you, who cling to a book, really old book, and think it has anything to do with modernity. I don't know, man.
And that's how they got to Earth.
T-Rexes evolved into today's chickens through variations and mutations. That's why we have chickens. What do you guys think of that?
That's like saying pterodactyls turned into cats.
I'm going to sound like a broken record at this point, but no! No, no, no. That is not like saying pterodactyls turned into cats. Birds are related to theropods, velociraptors and Tyrannosaurus rexes. The similarities they have to birds is overwhelming. Bipedal locomotion and all of the other traits that they have. They developed these traits one by one. These guys sound like that they watched Jurassic Park one too many times. Actual dinosaurs didn't look like giant lizards. They had feathers long before birds were even a thing. Matt, you've had evolution explained to you countless times, and at this point I think you're being willfully dishonest. And I think that's kind of disgusting.
Well, I don't agree with the Big Bang Theory or none of that either, but I don't think that we evolved from monkeys. Right. I'm not an expert on how we got here, but not like that.
And you have the freedom to express that, but your incredulity has nothing to do with the facts, buddy. It sounds like you came out of high school and didn't bother to, like, internalize anything that they taught you. Probably because you're in Alabama. Oh boy, we're done? Oh, thank the Lord. I'm gonna go die in a hole now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I am so sorry that I had to subject you to brain melding torture. But please like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Dislike it if you disliked it. Please leave a comment. Do not be mean in the comments. If you want to engage in intellectually honest discourse, I will be happy to engage with you. But other than that, I will not be responding to anyone that just calls me an idiot. Because that's not helpful. Prove me wrong. I dare you. Bye.